Hi you guys, how is everyone doing today? I am so excited because today we are testing out a brand new brand that I have never tried before. So today I have this whole bucket full of Honest Beauty makeup products. So if you don't know, Honest Beauty is a company founded by Jessica Alba. They don't just do makeup or skincare products. The Honest Company is its own thing, and they just do clean, natural products, whether it's household cleaning items or in this case, makeup and skincare. I didn't get any of the skincare to try, but I have a ton of the makeup, and I was inspired to do this because I actually saw a video of her like kind of debuting some of the new products and applying them to her skin, and she was using the makeup in a very like unique way, and so I kind of wanted to try and recreate that myself and see what I think. So I have already like moisturized and done my skincare for the day. The very first thing that I'm gonna do, I have to find the right item. Okay. We're gonna take the Honest Beauty Everything Glow Primer, and we're gonna apply that all over the face. If I can get this box open. I should have been smart and opened these beforehand, but I did not. So this is cute. This is what the little primer looks like. It says, blend a dime size amount all over the face, alone or under your foundation. So we're gonna just do that. I love all things glowy, so I was very excited to try this. Ooh, it's kind of darker than I thought. If you can see, like it's almost bronzy. Just take a little, pretty big glob of that, and then I'm gonna take a brush and just blend this all over my face. That feels really nice on the skin. It's very cooling. I wasn't really expecting it to be that cooling actually. It's definitely glowy. I probably wouldn't wear this on its own because I feel like for me it's really emphasizing some texture that I have here, or like my pores, but that's just because it's super luminous. But from far away, it doesn't look bad. It's just when you get up close, so I'm not too mad at that. Let's see what's next. All right, the next item is the Tinted Moisturizer. This is the Honest Beauty CC Clean Corrective with Vitamin C Tinted Moisturizer, and this has SPF 30 in it. So I do like that. I got the shade Fair, and honestly, I'm quite scared. It's hard with tinted moisturizers, but truly, they did not have that great of a shade range. We'll see how this blends out, but that's just not very fair if you ask me. Just dab that onto the skin. Oh baby. This tinted moisturizer has a very liquid consistency. It definitely has pigment, but I mean, it's kind of a problem. Like the fair shade is definitely not very fair. Can you see the difference between my face and my neck? I was really hoping this wasn't gonna be the case. This CC cream though, like if you can find your shade, it is such a nice consistency. I love that it's SPF. It's really lightweight. Like it does look nice on the skin. It's just like really not my color. The next step in her routine was to actually take this cream foundation from Honest. This is the Everything Cream Foundation, and to apply this sort of as under eye concealer. So this compact is super nice. It's a really good size. It has a really nice mirror in there, and then this is all the product that you get, which this is a huge cream compact. So like if you like this as a foundation or even as a concealer, you could definitely get a lot of use out of it. I picked up the shade Cream, which I think was one of the lightest shades, if not the lightest, I'm not sure. That doesn't look bad actually, I was scared. And we're just gonna blend that under my eye. Ooh, she's very pigmented. If you guys can see one eye without the concealer, one eye with, it actually did a really good job brightening. I'm kind of impressed. It's not bad as concealer. Like, actually this shade is really nice, and I feel like I definitely kind of want to go back and try this as a foundation all over my face. But I don't know if I love it really under my eyes. I don't know if it's like fully covering enough. We'll see. We'll just have to see. Also, ignore my nails. I lost this one and I just don't even know where it went. So, yeah. Okay, the next step in the routine is to mattify the skin, and instead of using any sort of powder, which the Honest Company does sell powders, she actually ended up using the Everything Matte Primer, and I thought that was like crazy. So it's pretty much what sold me on trying this routine and like wanting to test it out, because she used this on top of makeup and I've never seen anyone do that. Not to say that you can't do it, but I've never seen it, so I'm really intrigued. I'm just gonna take like that much on the back of my Tati Blendiful, and we're just gonna sort of mattify areas that I kind of feel like my pores are showing a little bit, and see what it does on top of makeup. Okay, that worked like so well. What the heck? Oh my gosh. I'm not like really less glowy anywhere. I mean, I didn't take it on these cheeks, but I feel like when I was sitting here doing my makeup, I felt like this area had a ton of texture in it and I wasn't really happy with how it was looking. And then I just lightly patted that in with this Blendiful, and it looks like airbrush. Like, my skin looks back to normal. This could be a really cool trick, not necessarily with this whole routine, but just with any makeup. Like, I'm interested to try this again. I do think the combo of the little Blendiful is something that definitely helps, because this blends in like those pore filling primers so nicely. You can really like pat and kind of press and just get it into the places you want it to be. I like this. This is cool. That might be my favorite step we've done so far. Okay, the next item we have is an eyeshadow palette. This is the Get It Together eyeshadow palette. And honestly, I thought this looked like a pretty nice, like, everyday, quick, easy, neutral palette, especially if you're looking for something that is very, very clean. So, honestly, it's a little bit darker in person than I thought it was gonna be, but you do get a really nice, like, bright white shade. It is matte, though. It's not metallic, so not really much of a highlight shade. And then the black, I'll just do some swatches, I guess. So I was sitting here starting to swatch. The mattes are pretty pigmented and creamy. It's a very like subdued palette. Like, it's nothing in your face, but like the shadows are pigmented and nice. So if you're someone who is really looking for just easy, fast, and you know, you want it to be clean formulation, this might be really good. We're just going to do something like really simple on the lids. I'll probably speed through it and then I'll tell you my thoughts on the shadows afterwards. You guys, I am so pleasantly surprised with this eyeshadow palette. Everything in here, to be honest, looks pretty subdued. It is very natural, and that's not a bad thing. I just didn't really know what kind of expectations to have as far as pigmentation went. These are actually pretty pigmented. They blend really easily. I timed it, and it took me about a minute to do this using 3 eyeshadows, and this is honestly what I like to do for my everyday. I think Get It Together is like the perfect name for this, because if you need to go somewhere very quickly, you need to get ready for work in the morning, like this is it. You're gonna get it together with this, and it kind of has everything you could want. I think in the pan, the shadows look a little darker than they actually come off. So this is the shade that I have in my crease, and you can kind of tell like it's actually a bit more lighter. It's not quite as deep. And then this shade, I was not expecting much, but actually it's so beautiful. It's like a really nice shimmery pinky peach. My camera's not gonna focus on it, but it looks so nice. It's much brighter in person than it is in the pan, and it's honestly my favorite type of eyeshadow to just put on the lid. I'm not gonna lie, like I had low hopes for this, and this is my favorite item. Like this is gonna stay front and center because this is so easy to use. I also love the like packaging on everything. Like how cute is this? It's white matte with like really pretty like peach, but it's like neon peach. It's really cool, and it's carried throughout everything like really beautifully. Being a designer, I love it. Anyway, this is the mascara, and I am nervous and excited for this. You guys know I'm picky about mascaras and all that, and this actually has a built-in lash primer. So we are gonna try this. If you've watched any of my other videos, you know I'm not like super keen on lash primers, but why not? I did not do a very good job taking off my mascara last night, so I feel like this lash primer is just clumping to old mascara, so I guess that's my fault. I'll probably have to give this mascara a second try. So once you apply the primer, you're supposed to let it wait for about 30 seconds to dry. Ooh, okay. So now the ones on this side. This is the mascara, and let's see, looks like it's a plastic wand, and it's pretty spiky. I'm a little scared. Guys, I might really like this mascara. Like, I kind of feel like that's a really good difference. I'm not mad at this, and it really didn't take too long to apply. This is also just one coat, and I always wear 2 coats, like no matter what mascara it is. I'm just gonna finish up the other eye now and then apply a second coat. Okay, you guys, I think I really like this mascara. Like, it was very easy to apply, and it did everything I want in a mascara. I have very small eyelashes and very light eyelashes, so I really like something that can spread them out and make them a little bit thicker, and this did that. And I actually didn't even feel like I really needed to do 2 coats. The next thing we are gonna do is use this, which is the Magic Beauty Balm. And this is another one of those hacks that she did that I was so intrigued by. This is the only product I've actually had before, and I honestly got rid of it because I didn't really know what to do with it. I was just like, I don't really like this as a lip balm, like whatever. What she did with this was actually put it underneath her eyes and around different smile lines, and used it to kind of fill in and get rid of creasing. And I saw that and I'm like, if that works, I'm gonna freak out, because I almost always have creasing underneath my eyes. So I picked up a new one because I had to try it. And then she also used it sort of as like a highlighter. So we're gonna kind of do both. What the heck? Okay, that actually worked. It doesn't necessarily like fill in lines because it's not a putty, you know, you're not getting eye filler. But what it does actually is it just adds some slip back into the products that you've placed everywhere, and it sort of helps diffuse the light and give everything a little more movement. So actually that totally saved my concealer. I don't really notice a huge difference like on my crow's feet. I don't really have that bad of like smile lines or whatever you want to call them anyway. And highlighter, like, It's super subtle. Obviously, it's not a blinding metallic highlight, but it does add a nice little glow. All right, we are down to the final 3 products. So I've got bronzer, blush, and a lip. We're gonna start with bronzer. This is actually technically called a luminizing glow powder. So this one's in the shade Dusk Reflection. Basically just looks like a really luminous baked bronzer. I have no idea how pigmented this is gonna be, so wish me luck. Oh, not bad. Because this is more of a like luminous baked bronzer, I'm not really like trying to contour or anything because it's glowy, so you're not really gonna get a harsh shadow anyway. I'm more just bronzing up the face, and it actually looks very nice on the skin. I don't really have any complaints. Definitely take this down the neck because my face is a shade darker than the rest of my body. This is nice though. I've been back into luminous bronzers as of late, so pretty excited to have that. And then we're gonna do blush. I'm honestly a little bit afraid of this blush, but I kind of wanted to go out of my comfort zone. So this is their new Lit Powder Blush, and this one's in the shade Flirty. It is like a pretty like hot pink shade. It's a little deeper than hot pink, but it is bright. So I'm just taking a big fluffy brush that's like pretty loosely packed. It's actually not super pigmented. Like it's pigmented and it's pretty, but it's not, you're not gonna like jam way too much on your cheek right away. It applies really nicely. That is actually such a gorgeous shade of blush. I did not think I was gonna like that, but it's really pretty. We are going to finish up last product. This is the Honest Beauty Tinted Lip Balm. I think because I got this from Amazon, I actually got the old packaging. Pretty sure they're white now, but this one is in the shade Blood Orange. I love like tinted lip balms, so I thought like this bright shade could be really pretty for summer. This is a super pretty lip. Like, it's very subtle, but also bright at the same time. All right, this is the full face done, and I would say that I'm about 50-50 on the products I've tried. This is definitely not like my best makeup day. I think maybe all of them together were like a little bit much, but there are definitely things I liked, and there are things that I'm gonna try again. So I'm gonna like quickly go through them like I normally do and just like chat about my thoughts. The CC cream, in theory, I like this, but the shade's pretty dark, and I just don't know if this is ever gonna quite be for me. I'll definitely try again and probably apply it with a beauty blender and see what I think. That will kind of be like my ultimate test, but I would say this is not a must-have for me. Pretty similar actually to the Glow Primer. I'm gonna keep using this because we love a glowy primer, and I don't think this was bad. I think it was deeper than I was expecting it to be. Like it didn't really feel like an illuminating glow primer. It almost felt like a sort of a tinted one, which is not really what I was looking for. And it's kind of expensive compared to all the other things. I think if you're gonna get one primer or the other, go for this one. This is like one of my standout products. This was so cool, and maybe this is a trick that everybody knows, to use a matte primer on top of makeup, but I never would have thought of that. And this is like changing the game. This is the cream foundation. I don't really like it as concealer, to be quite honest. I would love to, and I will be trying this again, actually just as a foundation. Like, it's a pretty good shade for me, and the finish and the coverage of it is really nice. I just personally can't put that heavy of things underneath my eyes. It doesn't really do that well for me. This bronzer, I think I really like. It's like very subtle, nice and glowy. It's a nice shade. It's not glittery though. Like, it's a beautiful baked bronzer, and I really like that. Magic Balm. This is cool. I'm gonna keep using this. I did find that a little bit when I used it as like highlighter on the cheeks, it started to move a little bit of the product around. So I would say use this in small areas, but it totally helps bring your skin back to life if you're getting a little cakey or things are looking a little dry and powdery. Dabbing a little bit of this on underneath the eyes especially really helped my concealer. So this is cool. This eyeshadow palette was maybe one of my favorite things in the whole haul. This was really cool and I was not expecting much. Like, I thought it would be a nice neutral palette, but I was not expecting how pretty and easy it would be. Like, this is staying front and center in my eyeshadow like container because this is so good. This might be my new everyday. I'm gonna have to keep wearing this, but I was, you know, most mascaras I try don't go well. And I'm not sad about it. I just, you know, accept the fact that my lashes need extra help. And if it's a basic mascara, it's not gonna cut it for me. This is not basic. This is so good. And then the last two products, the blush and the lip. The blush I actually really like. The lip is also really nice. It's honestly nothing like super special. It's just a nice tinted lip balm. It's very subtle. It's not very glossy. It has a nice level of pigment. All in all, I would say I'm very pleasantly surprised with a lot of the products. I was definitely hoping to look like as flawless as Jessica Alba after this tutorial, but that didn't quite happen, but it's fine. I guess I was expecting a miracle, so I should have had lower expectations. But anyway, most of this makeup is really good. There are some things that like probably won't end up being my everydays, but I think there are some products that are gonna end up being my favorites. This was really fun to sit and test all these products, and I love exploring new brands. So if you guys have any brands that you've heard of or products that you've tried from them but you don't see a lot of people talking about, or you haven't seen me talk about them, let me know because I love trying new brands. And if you haven't already, don't forget to like and subscribe because I post new videos every week. There's a lot of fun stuff that's coming up and I really appreciate when you guys do sit down and watch my videos. It means a lot to me. I hope you guys are all staying safe and healthy during this time. That's it from me and I'll see you again very soon.